After 13 is now at noon. Today is Wellness Wednesday. The city of Norfolk is spotlighting mental health awareness, healing, and resilience, especially in minority communities. They're hosting their second annual Surviving Through Mental Health event. Now, the city's Community Services Board is partnering with Project ORF to highlight the impacts of generational trauma and create a safe space to foster growth. Joining us now with an inside look at the event, we have Project ORF founder and mental health professional Shanice Hernandez and ODU's Department of Counseling and Human Services LPC, Clarence K. Bumpus. Great to have you both here.
Thank you for having us.
You know, we know this is really a conversation that needs to be had year-round, but it's great that you're bringing the community together to address these issues. Why now? Why is it so important to have these conversations now?
I think just after the climate of COVID and what's kind of going on right now, mental health should be at the forefront of what people are talking about. It's kind of been something that's kind of been on the hush. So we just need to be more comfortable with having these conversations and fostering relationships to have those conversations. You
know, we've talked before about, every year is going to kind of have a different focus, different theme. So this year, the Surviving Through Mental Health event is talking about family and, really having those conversations, within your own special group. I feel like every year the mental health conversation expands, it grows, it evolves. Claire, what are you seeing in your community in terms of perhaps some things that are different this year that maybe wasn't discussed in previous years?
Man, thank you for that question. I would say that what I'm noticing now is the more normalization of just difficult subjects, right? In terms of navigating what it looks like to be in the terrain as a black male, right? Or a minority, right? Here in today's time, right? I'm noticing that more individuals are having conversations with younger individuals, but more so there's still a generational divide, so to speak, right? And so we're here to try to bridge that gap, right?
And I love the fact that you're focusing so much on black males, because I feel like there is so much of a pressure on men, but especially black men, to kind of, keep your emotions close. And so this is a chance to be transparent here. This event is July 17th. It's going to be at the Chrysler Hall. Is that correct?
Yes.
You can talk a little bit about what exactly is going to happen at this event.
So you can expect professionals speaking on the topic, as well as community organizational leaders and the youth. I think that was one of the key components that we wanted to bring to the community, to have the youth, provide them a platform to be able to speak for themselves. We have some really good resources that are going to be there. That's another important topic. To just, yes, we're having the conversation, but we're also bringing you the resources, so you don't really have to go too far. We have a good food vendor, Pour and Stay Full. We have IKEA, they're sponsoring. They're also doing a good giveaway. So there's just a lot of good things to kind of look forward to.
A lot of reasons to attend this event. What time does it start on the 17th?
So doors open at 5. We start promptly at 5:30.
Okay, and it is free to the public, but you are asked to register in advance so they can get that head count. Make sure you join us next Tuesday. We'll have more on surviving through mental health before the event on Thursday. Shanice, Clarence, thank you both so much for being here.
Thank you.
We'll be right back.